first one side you have to do the pictures, right? So the first thing we find the LCM, and the LCM is 12. So we're going to change everything to 12. This is times 4, and then times 4 on the top. 1 times 4 is 4. This one is times 3, and then times 3 on top is 9. So we have 4 over 12 divided by 9 over 12. So let's draw what we have. This is what I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 12 should be a little bit smaller. 12. Okay, so and then I want to shade 4, because that's how much I have. But you don't want 4. You guys, or one of you, want 9. So you come to me and say, can I have 9 out of 12 for me, Mr. Show? Sorry. Too much. That looks like 9. So 4 out of 12, 9 out of 12. But I can't give this to you because I only can give you 4. So I can't give you 9, but I can give you 4. So what we can do is we can cross these out, right? So I can give you how many? I can give 4 out of 9. That's our final answer. I can only give you 4 out of the 9 I was trying. LCM again is 12, right? And here we're going to change that to 12, so it's times 3. On the top is times 3, and 3 times 3 is 9. So now it's 8 over 12 and 9 over 12. So let's do 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Let me cut the last one out. So in this case here, I have 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8. And you want 9. So you want 1 extra piece. So imagine I had 8 out of 12. And you say, Mr. Cho, can I have 9/12 of yours? Well, I can't give you 9/12 because I don't have enough to give you. But I can give you 8 out of the 9 that you wanted. And remember, if we cross this out, 8 divided by 9, and that's our answer, right? So you wanted 9 little pieces from me, but I couldn't give you 9 little pieces. I could give you 8 pieces out of the 9 that you wanted. All right, LCM again, between 2 and 7 is 14. And change that to 14. All right, so if you do the LCM, I'll do it over this side. Of 2 and 7, right, it's just 1 is the only number that goes into 2 and 7, so it's 2 and 7. And the LCM is 1 times 2 times 7, which is 14, so that's why it's 14. So 2 times 7 is 14, so multiply top and bottom by 7. 7 times 2. And 5 times 2, that's 10. Right, so let's draw this out. So we got 14 pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And so let me show you what I have. I have 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7. You want it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You wanted 10. So I had 7 out of 14 pieces, and you came to me and said, can I have 10 out of 14 pieces? Well, I can't give you 10. Right? But I can give you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can give you 7 out of the 10 that you wanted. That's why my answer is 7 over 10. Next one, the LCM of 3 and 5. What's the only number that goes into 3 and 5? It's 1. 1 goes into 3 times, 1 goes 5 times. Multiply these 3 numbers. 1 times 3 times 5, and that gives you 15. So our new denominators are going to be 15. How did that 3 become the 15? It was times 5. So I multiply the top times 5. 2 times 5 is 10. How did that 5 become a 3? Sorry, how did that 5 become a 15? Times 3. And then 4 times 3 on top. So let's draw 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, so we need another one. The hard part. Here we go. So let me show you what I have. I have 10 out of 15, and you want 12 out of 15. So let's highlight 10. That looks like 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and then you wanted 12. So you said, Mr. Show, can I have 12 out of 15? 12 15th of what you have. I don't have enough to give you, right? I only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I can give you 10 out of the 12 that you wanted. Okay. So again, it's the same thing that we've been doing for the past week. So the only thing is that today we don't have common denominators, so we have to adjust, make a little adjustment. Bottom two, LCM of 3 and 2 is 6, right? So if you do the LCM of 3 and 2, 1 is the only number, so 1 goes into 3 3 times, 1 goes into 2 times. And 3 times 2 times 1 is 6, right? That's our LCM. So we're going to change our fractions, our denominators, to 6. How did that 3 become a 6? Times 2. So I multiply the top times 2 and I get 4. How did the 2 become a 6? Times 3. So I multiply the top times 3 and I get a 3. Let's draw this out. So I need something with 6 pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 4, 6 is what I have. And 3, 6 is what you want. So let's shade 4, 6. Right? That's what I have. This is what you want. So you came to me and said, can I have 3, 6 pieces, right? So I said, of course, I have enough. So let me give you, let's give Sonam the 3 pieces. So one person I can give, 3, 6. Can I give another person another 3, 6? No, I can't. So to Sonam, I was able to. And then to Camila, I only have one little piece left, right? So I gave Camila 1 out of the 3 that she wanted. That's my answer. So again, the other way, and then, right? I want you to cross and cross, and we get 4 divided by 3. And how many times can 3 go into 4? So if you think about it, it's the same thing. If you had 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, I can make one group of 3. How many left over? 1 left over 3. Okay? Same exact answer. Next one, LCM between 4 and 6. 2 goes to 4 2 times, 2 go to 6 3 times. That's it. LCM is 2 times 2 times 3, which is 12. So we're going to change our denominators to 12. 4 times 3, 3 times 3, so that's 9. And 6 times 2 is 12, so the top times 2 is 2. Let's do something with 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's what I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I have 9 12s. And you want 2 12s. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So let's shade this. And let's shade this. So how many 2 12s can I fit in here? Well, I can give this piece to Jacqueline. 2 12s. I can give another 2 12s to Rachel. I can give another 2 12s to Amir. I give another 2 12s to Luis. So 1, 2, 3, 4 people I can give it to, right? And then Jeremy, the last one, can I give him 2 pieces? No. But I can give him 1 out of 2. So then so with pictures we can do it that way, and then also we can cross the denominators. That becomes 9 over 2. So think about it. How many times can 2 go into 9? It can go in 4 times. How many left over? 1 and a half. Right, so now let's do the back. Oops. the back here, we don't need to draw because the numbers are too big. So the LCM here was 40. Okay, so how do we get the LCM? 2 goes 5 times, 2 goes into 8 4 times. And then the LCM is these 3 small numbers, 2 times 5 times 4, which is 40. How did a 10 become a 40 times 4? So I multiply times 4 and then times 4 on the top. I get 28. How did the 8 become a 40 times 5? I multiply the top by 5, which I get 35. That's it. Cross, cross, and I get 28 over 35. That's the quick way of doing it. This side, the LCM of 12 and 20. 4 goes in 12 3 times, 4 goes in 25 times. Can we go again? No. Multiply. 4 times 3 times 5, and we get 60. So 60 is our new denominator. So 12 times 5 is 60, so I multiply the top by 5, I get 25. 9 times 3 is 60, so times 3 on the top is 27. Cross and cross, and I go 25 over 27. Okay, give me 1 second. Battery's about to die. Is 15 and 30. So let's do the LCM. So one number that goes into 15 is 5 and goes into 30. So 15 divided by 5 is 3. 30 divided by 5 is 6. What number goes into 3 and 6 is 3. 3 divided by 3 is 1. 6 divided by 3 is 2. Okay, now we do the LCM. We multiply 5 times 3 times 1 times 2, and that gives us 30. So our denominator is going to be 30. Notice that one of them is already 30, so we don't have to do anything. The other one, how did the 15 become 30 times 2? So I multiply the top times 2, and I get 16. So now that they're the same, we can simplify. Sorry, write that as a fraction, 16 divided by 13. How many times can 13 go into 16? Well, 1 time. How many left over? 3 out of 13. LCM between 12 and 9. 3 goes into 12 4 times. 3 goes into 9 3 times. That's it. We multiply 3 times 4 times 3, and we get 36. So LCM is 36, so our denominators are going to be 36. How did the 12 become 36? Times 3. So I multiply the top times 3. 9 times 4 is 36, so 7 times 4, we multiply by 4, so I get 28. Cross, cross, let's write it as 33 or 28. So how many times can 28 go into 33? So I have $33, you want 28, right? And I want to give $28 to people. How many people can I give it to? Well, I can give it to one person for sure. I can give $28, but do I have enough to give another person $28 again? No. After I give one person 28, how much do I have left over? I have 5 left over out of 28. Yeah, 11 and 12. LCM between 20 and 25. Well, they both end, one ends in 0 and 5, so they're multiples of 5. 20 divided by 5 is 4. 25 divided by 5 is 5. Can we go again? No. So the LCM is 5 times 4 times 5, and that's going to be 100. If you multiply, that gets 100. So 20, so 100 divided by 20 is 4, so 20 times 4, and I multiply the top by 4. 5 times 4 is 20. 25, 100 divided by 25 is 4. Sorry, made a mistake. It should have been times 5. The top times 5 is 25. 25 goes into 100 4 times. So I multiply the top by 4. And then we can cross this out, and we can simply write 25 over 32. 7 and 18, find the LCM. 1 is the only number that goes into 7 and 18, so the LCM is the product of those two numbers. So 7 times 18 is 6, 126. Okay, so the LCM is 126. 126. 7 times 18 is 126, so I multiply the top by 18, and that's going to give us 5 times 8 is 90. And then 18 times 7 is 126, so I multiply the top by 7, and that gives me 35. Cross, cross. 90 over 35. So think, how many times can 35 go into 90? Well, if you divide, right, another way of doing this is divide 90 divided by 35. 35 goes into 92 times, which is 70. And then we have 20 left over. So it goes in 2 times. How many left over? 20 left over 35. We'll talk about simplifying this later. Okay, but if you did simplify, divide top and bottom by 5, you go 4, 7. So that would have been your final answer. Okay. That was the first handout. And like I said, I'll do both. Okay. So the other one starts is 3/4. The other one is this one. Okay. So this one I want you to draw. All right, so we're going to change the LCM. The LCM is 8, right? The LCM between 4 and 8. 4 goes into 4 one time. 4 goes into 8 2 times. We can't go again, so we multiply these numbers. The LCM is 4 times 1 times 2, which is 8. So let's change our denominators to 8. One of them is already an 8. We don't have to worry about. The other one, how did that 4 become an 8 times 2? So the top times 2, and 3 times 2 is 6. So we can cross. Oh, we want to model this one. Oh, okay. So let's draw 6 over 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 6 over 8 is what I have, and I want to highlight 6 over 8 here. 6 pieces. 2 over 8. 2 over 8 is how many, right? How many times can 2 over 8 fit inside 6 over 8? So, right, I have 6 over 8. You ask me for 2/8. I can give it to one person. Person A, person A. I can give it to another person. Person B, person B. And I can give it to another person. Person C, person C. So each of those got 2/8, 2/8, 2/8. So is there any left over? No. So the answer is 3. And notice that if we cross this out and we write 6 over 2, 6 divided by 2 is 3. That's our answer. LCM between 4 and 3 is 12, right? 1 is the only number that goes into 4 and 3. So we multiply 1 times 4 times 3. And that gives us 12. So let's change both fractions to 12. How did the 4 become a 12 times 3? Which means I multiply the top by 3 and I get 9. How did the 3 become a 12 times 4? So I multiply the top by 4 and I get 4. Let's cross this out. Cross this out, we get 9 over 4. And how many times can 4 go into 9? So if you had 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, I can make one group of 4, 2 groups of 4, and I have 1 left over out of 4. Let's draw this out, see if we get the same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Let's try it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So show me 9 out of 12. Here's 9 out of 12. And show me 4 out of 12. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 9 out of 12. This is 4 out of 12. So I have 9 12s and you want 4 12s. So I can give 1, 2, 3, 4 to one person. 1, 2, 3, 4 to another person. So there's my 2. And then to the next person, I can only give one piece out of the 4. And that explains why your answer is 1/4. Okay. So the LCM between 2 and 5. And again, another way of doing LCM, you can do it like this. List of multiples, the times table. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, and go on and on. 5, 10, 15, 20. And you'll notice that a 10 shows up in both, right? Both multiples, list of multiples. So the 10 is our smallest least common multiple. How did the 2 become a 10? Well, times 5. So I multiply the top by 5. 1 times 5 is 5. How did the 5 become a 10? Times 2. And the top, I multiply by the same number. 4 times 2 is 8. Cross, cross. And our answer is 5 over 8. So let's show this by drawing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And this is what I have, 5 over 10. And this is how much you want. So 5 out of 10 is here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So how many times can 8 over 10 fit in here? Well, can I make a group of 8? No, I can't make a group of 8. But I can give you 1, 2, I know. You came to me and you said, I want 8 over 10. I can't give you that because I only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me change colors here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you came and you said, I want 8 over 10, but I said, sorry, I can only give you 5 over 8. Okay. 3 and 6, again, let's do it this way. LCM, list of multiples. This is a few. Right? We never know. It could be a long list, it could be a short list. 18, so 6 would be 6, 12, 18. So notice that here, there's a lot. They have 6 in common, they have 12 in common, they have 18 in common. You can use any of these 3 for the denominator, but we always want to use the smallest one, only because the smaller it is, the smaller the number you have to work with, right? And it just makes life simple. So in this case, the LCM is 6. So let's put a 6 here. One of them is already a 6. We don't have to make any changes. The 3 became a 6 by multiplying by 2. So I multiply the top by 2, and I get 2, 6. So let's draw this out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5 over 6. So I have 2 over 6, and you want to see how many times 5 over 6 fit inside. These 5 cannot fit in there. It's just not possible. But how many of them can I fit? Well, I can put 2 out of how many? Out of the 5, right? So can I make a group of 5? No, I can make a group of 2 out of the what? Out of the 5 we were trying. So this you can cross out, and then you put the 2 divided by 5 as a fraction. Notice, same answer. Six and 4, I'll do this ladder method. 2 goes in, 2 goes into 6 3 times, 2 goes to 4 2 times. So LCM is 2 times 3 times 2, and that gives us 12. So we're going to change both fractions to something out of 12. How did the 6 become a 12? Times 2. How did the 5? So if I multiply the bottom by 2, multiply the top by 2, 5 times 2 is 10. How did the 4 become a 12? Times 3. So I multiply the top by 3, and 3 times 3 is 9. Let's draw this out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then nothing. And then, so this is, what is this? 10 over 12. I'll shade it in. And then we want to do 12 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So let's shade 10 first. So it's all the way here, 10 of them. And this one I'm going to shade 9, so 1 less. So how many times can this 9 fit inside the 10? Well, this 9, this can fit in here, this can fit in here, right? So those 9 fit inside here. So I can make one group of 9. So here's my answer. One group of 9. And can I fit another 9 in here? No, I can't. But I can fit 1 out of the 9. So that's my answer, 1 and 1/9. So you can cross this out. Write that as a fraction. Get 10 over 9. And how many times can 9 go into 10? The same thing, 1 and 1/9. It's
crashing your
okay.
class.
No, it's a video I'm making.
Okay.
You can do this, or you can do this. List your multiples is up to you. And you can do this on top. Notice that you have common multiples 10 and common multiple 20. You can use either of them. But like I said, using the smallest one just makes it easier for everyone. So the new denominators are going to be 10. So notice that the first one is already a 10, so we're just going to keep it. The second one, how did the 2 become a 10 times 5? So I multiply the top by 5. And 1 times 5 is 5. So that's our new problem. So again, we can cross this out, and you get 11 over 5. And let's ask ourselves, how many times can 5 go into 11? 5 can go into 11 2 times. How many left over? 1 out of 5. So again, maybe I should take that. So let's divide 11 divided by 5. 5 can go into 11 2 times. 2 times 5 is 10. 1 left over. So here is your whole number, 2. Your leftover, 1. And your 5 is your denominator. Okay, so now the other thing, let's do the drawing. And I think I like the drawings because that really explains. So in this one, we need to make 2 rectangles. Because right? So let's do 1. Let's do 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 11 out of 10 is actually this and 1 more over here. So let me write that this is 11 out of 10. Let me make that a little prettier. 11 out of 10. Then we want to do 5 out of 10. 5 out of 10, we're going to shade in 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So how many groups of 5 can I make on the top? Well, let's make it. So let's give this to Camila. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's one group. Armir, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's another group of 5. So I can make 2 groups. Can I make another one? No, but for the next person, Sonam, I can give him 1. 1 out of how many was I trying to give him? I was trying to give him 5. So I gave him 1 out of the 5. Notice that this answer and this answer is exactly the same. Okay, so whether you do it using pictures, guys, because it's really easy. Not that it's really easy, I'm sorry. It just makes you see it, right? Or from here, we transition to this, right? So once you understand the pictures and why your answer is such a way, then, you know, you can just automatically do this and not do the drawings anymore, okay? So on the next page, right, this one says no modeling because the numbers are going to be pretty big. So the LCM between 7 and 8, and again, the LCM, the only number that goes in 7 and 8 is 1. So we end up that LCM is a product of those numbers, and 7 times 8 is 56. So let's change the both to 56. 8 times what's 56 is times 7, so I multiply the top times 7, gives me 21. 7 times what's 56 is times 8, so I multiply the top times 8, and 5 times 8 is 40. Cross, cross, put the two numbers as a fraction, and it's 21 out of 40. 12 and 5, what's the LCM of 12 and 5? And again, well, let's just do it this way. The only number that goes into 12 and 5 is 1. So we can multiply these 3 numbers. The LCM is 12 times 5, which is 60. So we're going to change this to 60. Change that to 60. 12 times what is 60? Is times 5. So I multiply the top times 5. 5 times 5 is 25. 5 times what is 60? 5 times 12 is 60. So I multiply the top times 12. 5 times 12 is 60. So I multiply the top by 12. And 4 times 12 is 48. Cross, cross. 25 out of 48. Yeah, let's keep going. 2 more, 3, 4 more. 15 over 9, and 5 over 7. So the LCM of 9 and 7 is, well, 1 is the only number that goes. So if we end up multiplying this, and the LCM is 9 times 7, which gives you 63. Well, let's change both to 63. How did the 7 become a 63? Times 9. So I multiply the top times 9. And 5 times 9 is 45. How did the 9 become a 63? Times 7. And I multiply the top times 7. 15 times 7 is 35, 105. Cross cross, and we get 105 over 45. So I don't know which way you're comfortable doing this, but one way that you can do this is divide 105 divided by 45. Can 45 go into 1? No. Can 45 go into 10? No. Can 45 go into 105? Yes, 2 times. 2 times 49, 45 is 90. You subtract, you get 15. So 45 goes into 105 2 times. How many left over? 15 out of 45. Okay, so if I had $105 and I wanted to give $45 to people, I can give 2 people 45, another person 45, and then I would have some left over. And here's my leftover, $15 left over out of 45. Okay. 8 and 15, the LCM is, again, 1 is the only number. So it ends up being 8 times 15. So LCM is 8 times 15, which is 40, 120. Right? Does that look right? So let's change these both to 120. 8 times what is 120? It's times 15. So I multiply the top times 15, which is 75. 15 times what is 120? It's times 8. So I multiply the top times 8, which is 24. Cross cross, and we get 75 over 24. So think about it. I have $75, and I want to give $24 as many times as I can. So to Camila, I give $24, and then I look at my money. I have enough. I'm going to give Amir $24. I look at my money. I have enough. I'm going to give Jacqueline $24 because I have enough. Can I do it more than 3 times? No. So to 3 people, I'm going to give $24, another $24 to another person. So Camila, Amir, and then Jacqueline, I give $24, right? So if I gave them $24 each, how much do I have left over? So I give 24, 24, 24. I would have $3 left out of 24. Okay? And to the next person, I would only be able to give $3 out of the 24 that I was originally giving everyone. Okay? Well, by now we should be pretty good at this. $15 and $12, let's do the LCM. I can use 3. Goes into 15 5 times. 3 goes into 12 4 times. Well, that's my LCM. 3 times 5 times 4. That's going to give us 60. So let's change our denominators to 60. 15 times 4 is 60, so I multiply the top times 4, and that gives me 28. 12 times 5 is 60, multiply the top by 5, which is 55. Cross cross, 28 out of 55. And this one, that's your final answer. 9, 14, and 20, LCM. Let's see, 2 goes into 14 7 times, 2 goes into 20 10 times. The LCM is 2 times 7 times 10, which is going to give us 140. So let's change both of these to 140. How did the 14 become 140 times 20? So I multiplied 9 times 20, so that gives me 180. How did the 20 become? Wait. Sorry. What am I doing? No. How did the 14 become 140? I'm sorry, it's times 10. What am I doing? And then 9, I multiplied that by 10 as well. So 9 times 10 is 90. How did the 20 becomes 140 times 7? I multiply the top times 7, which is 77. So now, cross, I get 90 over 77. So, how many times? So I have $90. Somebody says, I want you to give out $77 to everybody. Well, with $90, I can only give one person $77. And 77 goes into 90 1 times. How many left over? 13 over 77, right? So think about it. If I have $90 and I want to give $77 to everyone I see, the first person I can give $77, no problem. But the second person, I ran out of money. I can only give him 13 out of the 77 I really wanted to. Okay? Hopefully you will actually watch this.